Yeah, this one is gonna be a straight shot because I'm watching the fucking Heat versus Lakers game, and the Lakers are kicking ass. So I'm gonna just say it like this: it starts around the age of like in canon. So this is Ghostface, but there's nothing bad going on. It's the same shit as canon. Besides, Deku is a fucking troll. As in, this nigga will troll you every chance he get. But he still got All Might. He's same shit in canon. Besides, Deku basically found out how to troll niggas. So I'm gonna say in an online bet, which is which I'm not in, so don't even ask. That he bet against the Lakers versus the Heat, and he bet that the Heat at least win one game. They get swept, and this nigga online was like, "Hey, Ghostface, give me my fucking money," dumb shit like that. And Ghostface like sitting here like, "Fuck, you know what? I was making that while I was taking a piss and drinking water at the same time." Excuse me, what? Yeah, I was taking a shit on your dog. But anyway, you're not getting that money, nigga. And then just like deletes the fucking account, makes a new one. Same shit over and over again in canon. But now we can truly start. Now, after that fateful day, Deku found that, and getting Ghostface is actually kind of funny. And he would continue to do it. So, but he would merge with his actual personality. So that means after the hero exam, he would get, like, kind of prideful because he was actually pretty smart. He learned that, his legs were a thing. Very early in the story, like when he was training on the beach, he realized that he was pushing with his legs. Now let's think about this. You're training on Dekaba Beach, pushing, lifting shit. What do you use mainly? Your legs. So he learned really early that his legs are pretty useful, and when his legs are useful, he actually puts them to use. And he learns shoot style. Now this is, and mind you, when I say this is Ghostface Deku, and I'm talking about Scary Movie, not the actual Scream. Because yeah, I like Scary Movie is extremely fucking funny. So and no, Deku is not slow. He's actually the smartest nigga in the class. But we're not gonna talk about that. So on Days of Past, same shit as canon, usual. Besides Deku trolling niggas, uh, basically it would come the day, and yes, I am skipping ahead because I'm kind of pushing through this one. I'm gonna skip to the fucking. Let's see, what was that? Oh yeah, it was heroes versus villains, right? When they're in the like not a hotel, the building type thing. Because most of the shit is gonna happen, but like different. Like in canon, most like this. That's why I'm starting it here because in canon the same shit happens. Besides, Deku finds out being internet troll is actually kind of funny, and that niggas take it seriously. Like the, like the like cancel culture. Besides, I don't give a fuck about that. How do you cancel South Park on Twitter? Okay, you cancel South Park. Whoop de doo. They don't care about you. But anyway, let's continue. So Deku's profile would get popular for trolling people and actually making shit jokes. And I would say on one faithful day, cancel culture decides to run up on him like, "Oh, that joke was insensitive. I'm gonna try and like ban your fucking Twitter." He's like, "All right." Oh, he basically says, "All right, go ahead," because you do realize I don't give a fuck about cancel culture. The only thing you cancel is the nuts in your mouth. But besides that, your monthly prescription of let's see, take it out with the next nigga a block away and stop taking a piss on people's parade, you unfunny bastard, is prescribed. Go get it. And instead of him getting banned, that person got banned somehow. His whole fucking community just woofed on that guy or girl. I don't give a fuck. It's mostly girls in that community anyway. It's cancel culture is always people who just are weak as hell when it comes to talking online or any type of thing. You soft as hell if you can't stand insults or jokes. I don't give a fuck if they're insensitive. If it's a joke, it's a fucking joke. Like, if it's a joke, it's a joke. You suck it up, buttercup, deal with it, and take it with a grain of salt. Bitch. So, and basically that's the exact words that Deku said on his Twitter the one day with a voice modulator that made him sound like, the regular person from, what is it called? Scary Movie. That's what it's called. Now, Same shit will go in canon. I'm gonna just go into the heroes versus villains. When the heroes versus villains comes, we all know the teams: Ochako, Deku, Todoroki. Wait, no, it wasn't Todoroki. It was Ida. My bad. Finally, you got a fucking point. It's 18 fucking. You're 18 points down. Do something. It's the third quarter. I'm just getting your asses kicked. Y'all can't even stop Anthony Davis in the fucking paint. Basically, this is Deku saying this during the I said during the show, during the exams, because he's like, he's still watching the shit because he made glasses to watch the shit. And yes, I am making it to where like, yeah, actually, yeah, time zones are different. By the time it's day, it's night there, so the NBA games there are in Japan are early. So he's watching it while he's on his way into the examination room. He's getting changed while watching the game. Now, in the game, basically, he's ripping on Jimmy Butler, calling him all sorts of shit, like calling him, like, you suck, get Tyler Harrow the ball, but Tyler Harrow can't fucking shoot today. All sorts of shit. And everyone's just watching, looking at him like, dude, what the fuck? Chill out, damn. He's like, no, I bet money on this shit. And then just slams something closed and walks out to the examination room. How the fuck did he miss that? Anyway, what else happened? Well, nothing else. I got rushed at 10:45. All right, I'm gonna just continue on. I'm gonna just continue it anyway. So, yeah, the same. Like it would go on the canon, but Deku would get there first, and he's still watching. He's out for the rest of the game because of a neck injury. Dude, what? This shit is stupid. Alright, I'm gonna continue. Nigga scores 17 points and got 3 fouls. All of a sudden, I'm out with a neck injury. What kind of bullshit? And you say that like in the middle of class because they started pulling up, and All Might's basically watching with them like, damn, this shit pussy. Like, and All Might's telling them about how the Michael Jordan and them used to play in the past, and Deku like, I know. This shit is pussy. But LeBron would not last in that era. And I don't give a fuck who says what. He wouldn't. Oh, man. Anyway. What the fuck? You about to baby the fuck out of him. Anyway, let's continue the story. Sorry, yes, because I am recording this while watching the Matt in. Yo, are you fucking serious? Nothing. All right. Can no one guard this nigga? All right. And All Might basically says the same thing because Anthony Davis really just sunning the hell out of the fucking Heat at this moment. 26 points in the third quarter. He cannot stop this man. And basically Deku asks Alma like, hey, can you shut Anthony Davis down? And Alma basically look at him like, nigga, do I look like I can shut that big motherfucker down? He's 6'10" and just sunning people. So then everyone else walk out like, hey, we still got a class to do. And All Might's like, yeah. And then he was like, all right, here's the teams. Floaty bitch, pissy explosion boy, gas, and my son, Deku. And Todoroki looked like, what? Deku looked like, don't even worry about it. Like, you guys go first. And he tells Deku, end this shit fast, bro. I'm trying to watch that game. Deku says, bet. And it continues. What the fuck? The next game is until Sunday? Oh, yeah, today is Friday. Anyway. So that being said, how it goes is, as soon as they walk out, Uraraka's like, hey, what's the plan? He says, not now, bitch. I'm watching the game. And he sees the score. He's like, fuck, fuck, fuck. Okay. And Deku tells Baraka the plan. All right, here's the plan. I'm gonna kick Bakugo in the fucking chin, knocking his ass out, and then run up there and get the fucking bomb. Ready, go. And he does that shit. He just does it. I'm joking. I'm not gonna do him like that. But how it actually goes is Uraka says, I'm gonna just sneak around, you deal with Bakugo. And Deku just looks at her like says, what now? Oh, okay, deal with Bakugo. Yeah, easy. He's 13 for He's 13 for 4. Oh my gosh. He's shooting over 90% on ya? Come on. 13 for 14 on shooting. Y'all cannot stop this man. And the examination begins. Now, this examination, Deku's basically walking around listening to the game. And you know how it is. Bakugo basically runs up on him like, hey, square up, bitch, throw them hands up. And Deku's like, hold on, wait a second, I gotta watch this free throw. All right. Now, and then he puts his phone away, puts the goggles up, and he says, all right, now square up now, pussy. And then they just get to fighting. And Deku's just beating the shit out of Bakugo. Bakugo's like, explode, pop. Explosion, pop, pop. I'm gonna try to do explosion over, pop, 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 pop. And that's it. Deku's just beating the shit out of it. Every time he goes for like an explosion, something, he just punches him in the stomach or just kicks the fuck out of him. Basically, and then when he was like, but how are you so strong? Because I learned, bitch, and just kicks him through a wall. And then he meets Uraraka, and Uraraka's basically like losing against Ida because Ida's faster. He's basically carrying the bomb. As soon as Ida's like, you can't catch me, I'm too fast. I'm like, Ida's basically in this villain mode. He's like, you can't catch me, I'm too fast. Deku basically like waits for Ida to get close because Ida did not hear the door open, and taps the bomb. And he's like, oh, look at that, I touched the bomb. And basically Deku's team win. And basically All Might was watching the game on the big screen, and the rest of them were watching on like the small screen. They were like, All Might Deku team won. He was like, he did what now? And then he switched back to the fucking thing. He was like, I'm glad it's not commercial. Anyway, congratulations, my boy. Congratulations, Floaty Girl. Uraka, Bakugo, and Ida. You need to get better. Basically trying to do this shit, and then he basically runs up to Deku. Now, cast that game to the big screen TV, will you? And you know that happens. They watch the rest of the game, and shit goes as canon. Besides the fact that Deku lost his money against All Might, and Deku's like, fuck, and All Might's like, pay up, little shit. Is my like, I knew the Heat wasn't gonna be shit, and he's like, and Deku's basically sitting here like, how the hell they beat the Celtics? And nobody knows. I didn't watch them games. I barely even watched the freaking conference finals because I knew what was gonna happen. The Heat were just gonna sweep the Heat. I knew they weren't gonna. I know the Heat were gonna win somehow. I knew the Celtics somehow were just gonna lose, even though they didn't deserve to. Though you gotta give Jimmy Butler a hand. He proved critics wrong. But basically they're just talking about the game and basketball in general. And then it's like, hey, basically All Might's basically saying, hey, the game's over. You owe me like 1,000 yen. Deku's like, yeah. Runs in his pocket, and he's like, all right, here you go. And basically gives him the money. All Might's like, thank you for the cash, my boy. Like, if you want to bet again on a different game, I'll be free during soccer season. And basically, like, test goes as normal. And Deku is just being a troll online now. Because he's trolling the fucking Heat. He's trolling the Heat. He's encouraging the Celtics. He's fucking giving the freaking Lakers props, even though he hates the fact that he lost. He's doing all sorts of dumb shit. And if you want to know what he said to the Heat, he was like, How the fuck y'all even get to the Eastern Conference Finals looking at that? Fucking bums. I can take a shit and make that shot. Jimmy Butler, Tyler Hero. He's saying all sorts of dumb shit. And everyone on Twitter is going off and laughing at the shit. Cause you got the top troll in the world right now basically saying he could do this shit while he's taking a shit while pissing in someone's mouth. Oh my god. It's just this shit is stupid. He said I can make this shot while taking this shit and pissing in someone's mouth. Gosh damn. Alright. He says, anyway, I need toe picks. But yeah, I'm end it here. I knew this one was short, but you can't really think of anything when it comes to Ghostface. It's just mindless humor. Something that I can do, but at the same time, it's like I really don't want to do like right now because I'm watching the game, and as you can tell, I'm not in the best mood because the Heat. I'm thinking as much as I want the Lakers to win, I want the Heat to win something without LeBron. But you know that ain't gonna happen. The Heat's getting their asses kicked right now. Splat. Oh shit, he missed. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. I did too as promised, even though this one's probably gonna be shit. But you have to sometimes you have to take the good with the losses and cut up. I'll have to rework this one. So yeah, peace.